it's almost Christmas. It's almost Christmas, and so for Christmas, I've given myself another gift. Yesterday, I gave myself Linda Autry music, and Linda Autry happens to have a son-in-law that you know.
Know him well.
Know him well, like him a lot.
Like him a lot.
Love his steel playing.
The go-to guy when it's time for steel guitar.
That's right. Well, guess who the go-to guy is when I couldn't afford to give y'all a Christmas present? I wanted to buy everybody something, but I couldn't. So I picked up the phone and I said, Bubba, can you come up here and pick up your guitar? And Bubba's here and he's got his guitar. Yeah. Today's going to be a Christmas gift to everybody, and we're going to call it Merry Christmas from Mr. Ellijay.
Merry Christmas.
Does that work?
Yes, it works well.
Yeah.
You know, Christmas is helping those, remembering those who have nothing.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely. Yep.
Yeah.
So many people, and we talked about that. Today we're actually going to share about the food pantry, because there are a lot of people in our area, in your area, who will not have a meal for the holidays. And so it's so important as the year ends to look at your money and what can you do to help somebody. You can help any of our local food pantries. And I think that's important. I think it's important. Now, can we do a shout out to a gentleman that we love, Mr. Vic Davis?
Oh, Vic.
I didn't send him a Christmas
watching.
Card. Yeah.
He's watching.
I didn't
Good
send
morning,
him a card.
Vic. Good morning. Merry Christmas to you.
Happy New Year. Merry Christmas. We know that he has, is he 88 now?
Who, Vic?
Vic, is he
He's
about
89. He's fixing to be 90.
Almost 90 years old. What a joy
Yeah.
to have seen him for 20 years
Yeah.
on ETC.
And over in East Town, we got Ed Forrester. We just had some funny talks the other day. Oh, you'll crack up talking to Ed. He's a character.
Yes, he is.
Yeah.
Yes, he is.
Oh, Ed's 86 or 7.
And
Yeah.
drives one of the prettiest black Lincolns I think I've ever seen.
And he's got other pretty cars too.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he
Yep.
does. You know, if you're sitting at home and you're going to be alone for the holidays, we would love for you to maybe rewatch this show and think about this local music, this local fun, just have a good day, even though you may be not having company come in and not having a big meal. Just think about how blessed we are. We are in these mountains. Can you say a little something about these mountains and what you love about them?
It's the black bears and the hummingbirds out on the deck and stuff like that. And
Yeah. And most of the time on the back roads,
we all wave hello here in these mountains.
no traffic. No
Yeah.
traffic.
Yeah.
Unless somebody tells about Boardtown. And every once in a while, some blabbermouth will say, the best road in the world is Boardtown.
She's a blabbermouth. Yeah.
I knew he'd get that. I knew he'd
Oh, I wasn't passing that one up.
No way, no way, no way. It is a holiday. It is a happy time. It is the birth of Jesus. It is always something very, very special for each and every one of us. And when we think about the memories, the moments, did you have Christmases that you didn't get a big bunch of gifts, but it was a very special time?
Yeah. Yeah, very special.
Very
always.
special, yeah.
Heck yeah.
What would your mom do for Christmas dinner?
All that stuff that moms do,
Yeah.
the dressing, the turkey, all the stuff. Boy, it sure was good. And there's none like it. You ever notice that?
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
nobody makes it as good as your mommy does.
No. Maybe some sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
And some cream potatoes.
Yeah. And pinto beans. We had pinto beans no matter what.
On Christmas.
Yeah, loved them.
Yeah. I love
Yep.
that.
In fact, I'm pretty sure I requested that.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
I'm sure you did.
Yeah.
Well, today is going to be an original show of his music, and we are going to keep it, we're going to nail it down to if he hits this guitar, it is something that he created.
True.
And I just said, this is all about you telling everybody Merry Christmas, because as a police officer working on Christmas days, did you ever stop somebody and maybe they were just having a bad day?
Yeah,
And
Lord.
you could tell that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because sometimes the holidays aren't very happy. Some days the holidays have sadness going on, and you may even have to go tell a family member that there's been
man.
a horrible accident on
Yeah.
Christmas Day. So Christmas isn't always happy, but we want you to feel good and we want you to sit back and enjoy the music of you today. So right now, you are going to get to see your kids as you visited Hartman Law the other night. And we're going to share all these photos because I promised the parents your kids will be on TV. So here we go. Christmas tree that is waiting on my granddaughter, and it's bows like her mama used to make. This is the crew at Hartman Law, and that is baby Xana, and we know baby Xana is my world. And just special kids who came to visit with Santa, and I have to say Santa did a great job of reaching out to each child and talking to each child, and that child was not happy. That child got happier later. Did you see that child in it screaming?
Wasn't too happy.
Screaming just a little
Yeah.
bit. But it is all about getting ready for the holidays, and these little fellas are the reason you do it. And you get all that stuff ready and you drag it in, and then the next day your house looks like a bomb went off in it because they've drug wrapping paper and toys and this and that. And thank you again to Hartman Law for everything you do for our community, and thank you for opening your doors to these wonderful children, and to Santa for stopping by and giving the kids something really, really good to eat. So, yep, it was a very, very good day. It was a very, very good day. And there is baby Xana, and that is our girl. That is our girl. She is so precious, so precious, so precious. And again, to Hartman Law, thank you very much for everything you do for the community. And I'm going to call Andy and see if we can hit him up for a donation for the White Christmas, because they are still getting gifts together for over 700 children in Cherokee County who would not have a Christmas without White Christmas. It's about doing for others, it's about giving back, and it's about being all you can be for somebody else who is hurting. And I think this is the time of year to do that. Is that not kid? That kid had the prettiest red hair. She was so cute, and she said, "It's not red, it's orange." I said, okay. All right, all right. So there you go. And again, Merry Christmas to everybody. Now we're going to get something out of the way quickly. We're going to talk about the food pantry, because there are people seriously in our area who will not have food for the holidays without the food pantries. And so if you are able to make a year-end donation to any of our local food pantries, we would appreciate you doing that, because that will give back to people who cannot do for themselves. And often the elderly walks into a grocery store and goes in shock at the prices. So we're going to do that. We're going to share this little piece that Aaron put together for the food pantry.
Good morning. My name is Alan Treble. I'm with the Gilmer Community Food Pantry. Today's December 6, 2023. This will probably be the busiest Wednesday of the year for us. We're giving out hams, and we expect over 100 families. The Gilmer Community Food Pantry was established 23 years ago when a group of concerned citizens and small churches found that there was a need in our community for food supplement. We are a 100% volunteer organization. We are open every Wednesday, 9 to 12:45. The only items you need to bring with you are a photo ID and proof of residency in Gilmer County.
And meet government economic requirements based upon the size of the family and the income of the family.
Our street address is 5273 Highway 52 East. Our mailing address is P.O. Box 1982, LIJ, Georgia. And our office phone number is 706-273-3663. You can drop off donations every Tuesday and Wednesday in person, or if we are not here, in the black boxes by the front of our building. We currently have approximately 30 to 40 active volunteers. We survive through the generosity of churches, businesses, and clubs and individuals, through their donations, and through subsidized programs with the federal government, such as the Chattanooga Area Food Bank and the Atlanta Community Food Bank. This year we project to give over 500,000 pounds of food, which will be the second year in a row we have given over 500,000 pounds of food out to the public. We are in need of any shelf-stable item. On the condiments, we prefer nothing in a glass, so ketchup and mayonnaise, those type of items should be in plastic. We have a sack pack program where we give out 384 3-pound bags of food to kids in the elementary school system when school is in session. We also have a pet food ministry. If anyone would like to donate directly to the pet food pantry, you put 33 cents on the end of your check, which tells the treasurer the money is for the pet food pantry. We even have a barber that comes in on the last Wednesday of the month and cuts hair for our clients, both men and women. Thank you. Please help the pantry continue its service to the community.
There you go. It's about serving others. And I can tell you the food pantry is on your way to R&A Orchards, where you might get yourself a really good fried pie and some good old chicken and dumplings for lunch. And
Yummy.
you might pick up some of that hot pepper jelly that I love. So
Yeah.
now we're going to take a commercial break.
Now?
And yeah, let's do a commercial break, and then we're going to come back to a song. I don't want to put you on the spot, but it's a song that you've never been able to do live.
I've never done it live.
And there's a reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a reason. It was written the day that you lay your mom to rest.
Yep.
And was it something that had been in your head a while? Did you
No,
know? No, it just came. Explain to me how you're getting ready for your mom's funeral, and then all of a sudden this amazing song comes out of your heart.
Just come out of the shower. I was in my bedroom, about to get dressed, and here came a song. And I ran over to the dresser. I keep a little pad over there on the dresser, and I started writing it down, and I couldn't write it fast enough. It was coming in faster than I could write it.
That is crazy.
And
now that is gone.
it was just going wide open, line after line, and rhyming every time. And yeah,
That's
that
crazy.
rhymed too. But
Yeah,
anyway,
yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
but yeah, it came really fast, really fast.
And it is one of those things that everybody is touched by, because I've heard from so many viewers who lost a loved one, who buried their only child, whose mate of 51 years died this year. I mean, it's crazy how we're all facing something in life. And I love the idea that you still have your precious Aunt Margie, but honestly, when she's gone, there's not anybody that you're real close to.
Yeah.
So we have to pray that she's like me and will live forever.
Yeah, I know.
Right?
She's the very last one of that generation. There's none left
Right.
on either side of my family.
Wow. Wow. So then
Yeah.
you'll be the next generation.
I'm coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you've told the story about how as a child, she was 15, 16 years old, toting you on her hip.
Yeah, she used to babysit me a lot, and I think she got rather attached.
Is she why you're spoiled?
I would say I have that effect on people, but all that changed a little later on, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, she would play with me all the time when I was little. She babysat me all the time.
Yeah.
When I was little. She tells stories now that I would break the bottle. Used to, the old bottles that we fed babies with was made of glass. She claims I would break mine,
Of course.
throw it against something and break
Of course. Yeah.
and then I would fall down in the bed laughing really hard
Oh my gosh, that sounds like you.
while she
Cleaned up the mess?
cleaned up glass. Yeah,
Sounds
she
like you.
tells all these stuff about how I used to be, but she must have liked something,
Yeah, she's still around.
because here we are.
Here you are.
Yeah.
Now, can you strum us out with something that is an original by Dwight Sanford? And
Yeah.
and then we're going to go to a commercial break, and when we come back, you're going to get to hear Jesus Called.
I'll repeat the famous words of Ronnie Van Zant.
Yes?
What song is it you want to hear?
I think I really want to hear Mountain Life. I really, really like it.
Misty mountain, rainbow sky, a faraway look in your eye. Tell me, have you had enough traffic jams and city stuff?
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, LIJ, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
The mountains are calling, and they're closer than you think. Farmers Crossing in Ball Ground offers creekside lots with homes beginning in the 400s. Walking distance to downtown shopping, dining, tennis courts, Calvin Farmer Park, and local events. It also includes a beautiful hike to Long Swamp Creek. Leave the car and the worries behind. Move in by fall 2023. Call Cherie Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center now has 2 locations to bring you the high-quality holistic care you've come to know and expect. We treat neck, back, and joint pain with chiropractic care and injection-based treatment without the need for surgery or prescription painkillers. Our medical weight loss program can also provide relief while ridding your body of toxins, pounds, and inches while improving your overall health. Call today for a free consultation, 770-345-2000, or go online to georgiamtc.com.
You know, how you feel on the inside is just as important to me as how you feel on the outside.
Oh, Daddy. I'm grown up, is there in every way, care and take care of you. You're my grown up and I know you're there. You're grown up and you know I care. 'Cause it's you and me and me and you. So when you are okay or not okay, I'll take care of you.
Misty mountain, rainbow sky, a faraway look in your eye. Tell me, have you had enough? Traffic jams and city stuff. Don't you think it's time to go where black bears climb and waters flow? Hummingbirds out on the deck, propped up, and what the heck?
Whether you're swimming in the sea or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. I gave my mom a temporary farewell today. I held her hand and watched her fade out among the angels to heaven's peaceful shore, to be with our sweet Jesus and live forevermore.
Mommy went the way she always wanted to go. From here to there in just a moment's glow. She didn't have to suffer, she just drifted off to sleep into the arms of Jesus, forevermore to keep. And I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in join hand in hand. I know the angels are filled with delight, 'cause they've got my little mommy in the band. If there's someone with trouble singing sweet harmony, she'll help them on the part just the way she used to me. And if someone needs a friend just to sit and talk with them, she'll answer every call, even if it's 3 a.m. Yes, I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight. They're gathered in on heaven's shining shore. I know the angels are filled with delight, and Mom won't be alone anymore. I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. Yeah, Jesus sure called to find one home.
What you think of that song?
It's a good one.
It's a good one.
It's
It's
a
a
good
good one, and we hope that it blessed you. And that is Merry Christmas from Mr. Ellijay. You know, we had Linda Autry's music yesterday. We've got his music today, and we will re-air this during the holidays. We will also be airing the Ball Ground Parade. And I hope that all of y'all will sit in front of your TV and enjoy a parade that the rain didn't stop the joy, the laughter, and the fun of the kids. Sometimes rain just comes and goes, and it was fun, and all the footage looks great, and Tim's going to have it put together, and you will get to see that over the holidays. You will also get to see a little salute of thank you to our Santa and Mrs. Claus for all the time and energy they have put into our community, our children, being here live with us on ETC. They've done it for many, many years, and one day when you're too old, too tired, and too bummed out,
I'm already some of that.
we'll have all this footage of you. So isn't that cool?
Yeah.
Isn't that cool?
It is cool.
And so when you're sitting in the
I
nursing
hope-
home, you'll be going, well,
Yeah.
that's me.
Yeah. And the little nurse will go, that ain't you.
And you'll say, yeah, it is, yeah, it is, yeah, it is. Well, y'all are going to get to be.
I just hope that the girls that work in the nursing home, I've talked to them about this all through the years.
Yes. Take
Someday
care of me.
I'm hoping you're going to get in medical
Yeah.
and you're going to be taking care of me when I get there. So
Yes.
if some of them are there, I might be okay.
Yes, 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 yes. That will be really, really cool.
Hey,
really,
what we got?
Really, really cool. We've got something we want to share with y'all. We want to share some bebop music right now. Bebop, when you wrote it, to me, is Southern City Lights. How do you feel about that?
That's the same. That's exactly what I had in mind.
Yes.
Yeah, I love it.
You want to lead us into it?
Yeah. I feel good. I got my best jeans on. I feel fine. I call my baby on the phone. We're going down to Jamie's and watch him shoot a game of 9. And old Jackie Dunn will be there in his ragtop 59. Nope. I feel good. I got my best jeans on. I feel fine. I'll call my baby on the phone. We're going down to Jamie's and watch them shoot a game of 9. Jackie Dunn will be there in his ragtop 59. My grill is clean. I've got an 8-track in the dash of my machine, and I know every single line. Yeah, Susie's got her dress on, hanging high above her knees. And when she smiles for the Nikon, you know it's such a sight to see. Southern City Lights, wheels will turn, and the rubber's gonna burn. The glass packs are racking, the power plays screaming loud. We'll cruise the red dot parking lot and see who all is in the crowd. 'Cause I feel good, I got my best jeans on, it's all fine. I'll call my baby on the phone. We're going down to Jamie's and watch them shoot a game of 9. Jackie Dunn will be there, and you better not step out of line.
Santa Claus came. Santa Claus came.
Yeah.
And look what he brought. He brought you this.
Without mushrooms.
Without mushrooms. He brought Dwight, Sanford, and the boys this. And the boys are joining us. And if you love our show, you should do a shout out and a thank you to these boys who are actually young men. And here's wings from Pizza King. And I have to say, we love Pizza King and their family plan, because they family plan, and I'm old, so I get a senior discount. So boys, y'all are eating cheaper than if you had a young boss.
Yeah.
So is that not cool? So they were supposed to put some plates in for us, and we're gonna have to take a music break and get some plates because the boys can't eat. Have we got a Christmas message from you? Anything you'd like to say to our viewers?
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody. We're happy to celebrate it here on the Cherie Show with some wonderful Pizza King.
Yep.
You know, it's the time to be with family, friends. Very important. If you're not doing it now,
you should be. But that's all I gotta really say about it.
There you go. Aaron, what you got to say?
Merry Christmas. I hope that you guys enjoy the holidays, but do please stay safe and remember what it's all about.
Yeah. And what did it do for you interviewing people about the food pantry to understand that we're enjoying a feast here from Pizza King, but there are people who won't have a meal on Christmas?
Oh, it was really eye-opening. I mean, even, you know, to see the numbers and to see how many people are actually in need in Yuma County was, it was very eye-opening. There was about a dozen or so volunteers there who were all retired and all had some time to take to help the cause. And,
to give back.
And that was pretty inspiring to see too, because it was, you could tell in that moment, in that building, everybody was there for the same reason, whether it was somebody who was in need or somebody who was there to help the people in need.
And often, if you are retired and maybe your family's gone or passed on, whatever, it helps you to give back because you are being blessed more than you're blessing. And
you know what's sadder is when the family's here, but they won't speak.
Right.
That's messed up.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy. And we see that, and it's hard. It's very, very hard. But today we're going to celebrate again with your music, and so in just a minute we're going to go to another song. And I don't know what I did with my list, but I chose the stuff that I love. And of course, yeah, there it is. You'd think I could remember this short list I did.
Where's Tim?
But I think the song.
Directing.
Yeah, I think the song that I love the most
Somebody's gotta work.
is Mountain Life. And I think because I was part of the day, I was in the vehicle, we were moving junk out of the estate sale, and you said, like they think I could just write a song, and you just wrote a song.
That time.
Yeah, and many other times,
No.
Yeah.
Usually before it's like a big process, and 2 years later it's finished or something.
And today we are going to end the program with your song about Merry Christmas, Ellijay, and it is a true story.
Well, that one was a long time coming.
A long time, like 20 years? Yeah. But it is about the holidays. It's about the warmth of your heart, and if you can't afford to buy a gift, maybe you can make a gift for somebody. Maybe you can do some needlepoint or just something that you could give somebody. Maybe write them a card and just send them a nice card and say, I'm thinking of you. You know, that sounds like something your grandparents would do, because your grandparents being these sainted, are they not sainted?
They're fine folks.
They are fine, amazing
fine folks. And he loves 57 Fords.
Yes, he does. Yes, he does. Yes, he does.
He's got to come to 57 heaven.
Yes, he does. I'll tell
he
you.
says he wants to be there.
Tell you something else he loves. He loves your precious grandmother.
Yeah.
He 61 years of marriage.
Yeah.
What a blessing to have had that influence in your life.
Yeah. It's kind of inspiring because a lot of the nowadays you don't get to see a lot of relationships that you end up like that, and it's all these like different games. I'm sure Aaron understands that. There's a lot of different games with like. It's just different. I don't know. It's just a lot different than back in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
I think there's just no commitment.
Yeah, we see that every day.
You're right. Yeah.
Let's try
and
this.
You know what?
Let's try
What
that.
I want to point out.
Move on.
People like Mr. Wallace and Vic Davis and Ed Forster. How are they so sharp?
Yeah, I don't know.
They are sharp as razors, and I'm only 60 something, and I ain't got bat sense.
Yeah. You got bat sense.
What's going on with that?
You got a little bat sense.
No, I can't remember anything. Okay.
Yeah.
And you can ask Vic or Ed, either one, about something.
They know exactly.
And they know all about details and
you're going,
I'm going, sure, no, is that how that?
Yeah. That's how it went. That's how it went. We are going to take you to, I guess this is my favorite. I've Been Wrong Before, and we're going to share that with you in a few minutes. But Mountain Life, I just want you to sit back, relax, and just say, man, this sounds just like the life I want to live. Here we go.
Misty mountain, rainbow sky, a faraway looking city stuff. Don't you think it's time to go where black bears climb and waters flow? Hummingbirds out on the deck, your feet propped up, and what the heck? You'll love how we live here in these mountains. Everything is gonna be alright. And we all wave hello here in these mountains. Life is good, we sleep well at night. It's alright, the mountain life. So plan a trip to LIJ and see the bright red Georgia clay. From Notley down to Carter's Lake, all the memories to make. So much here for all to see, a land that is so dear to me. Welcome home to all your dreams, hot rod Fords and mountain streams. Now you love how we live here in these mountains. Everything is gonna be alright. We all wave hello here in these mountains. Life is good, we sleep well at night. And it's alright, the mountain life. It's alright, the mountain life. Y'all come by and see us anytime you can.
Lord, Mama taught me not to talk with my mouth full, so I had to swallow it right quick. How you liking that Pizza King pizza?
I like it.
I like it.
I got a very special something here in a minute we're going to do.
Tim, how you like that Pizza King pizza? Good.
And
You
that
wanna
Mountain
scoot
Life
over here so
song
people
right there,
can see
folks.
you?
Just to explain to you about the Mountain Life song, I recorded that. I sang that I don't know how many times, take after take after take, and it still sounded like me.
Yes, it does. Yes,
Anyway,
it does.
folks, it's been many, many years
Since you did something.
since I drank a cola.
He's going to have a Pepsi?
But it's
You're gonna-
Christmas time, and why not just...
Well, celebrate.
Yeah.
Celebrate with Pepsi. Now, what are you celebrating with, young man? Pizza?
Going all out, I'm
Can
splurging.
we tell folks about a precious baby that joined your family this year?
My sweet daughter.
Yeah.
Who has beautiful red hair. She's adorable.
She's a doll baby, that's for sure.
She is. Now, what color eyes does she have
I
now?
don't know, it changes every day, so.
Wow, wow.
Green, blue, hazel up.
Wow.
Don't know yet.
And her name is Noah. Noah Rose?
Noah Rose.
Noah Rose. After who? Where'd you come up with that?
Well, the name's Noah. As a girl's name, it's Mediterranean, and I've got Portuguese in my line, and Bree's got some Mediterranean.
So there you go. There you go. There you go. And we can say that you can work and be a dad too, because y'all are doing mommy and daddy duty, right?
It's back and forth, yeah.
Yeah, and it's working, and this baby is learning and experiencing. Now, what's her favorite thing to do?
Walk, for sure.
Yeah, getting into everything. Yeah.
Excited.
Yeah, it's crazy. And the time is flying. This is her first Christmas.
It is, yes.
Yeah, that's going to be so cool. That's going to be so cool. Well, we're going to go to, I got some more music by Mr. Sanford, and it is called I've Been Wrong Before. And it's that song that when I first heard it, I thought, he must have a little history going on here. He's got some history going on, but the song is about somebody else. So here we go to I've Been Wrong Before.
The bank says it's foreclosing and the pickup needs repair. The LP tank's on zero and my wheel is almost there. The hope I had left with you when you walked out the door, I would say things can't get worse, but I've been wrong before. The postman brought a letter. He said he needs my signature. He don't know you had to go, and the way you left me here. I told him I don't love you, oh, but the Lord knows I still do. And he knows just what I feel inside and the things I'm going through. My brother said there's a bottle that'll make this go away. I could drink until it's over or until my dying day. But I've been wrong before. Left a message on my phone. I called in to talk to him to see what's going on. They're laying off across the plant, employees by the score. I would say things can't get worse, but I've been wrong before. And I could turn to the bottle and make this go away. I could drink until it's over or until my dying day. I could do these things and tell myself I don't care anymore. And I could hope it don't get worse again, but I've been wrong before. The country's going straight to hell.
Welcome back. And guess what we're doing? You've had nearly a whole Pepsi. That's caffeine. Is that the first time you've been caffeinated in 40 years?
It's been a heck of a long time since, I don't know what made me do this today. I'm blaming you.
Sin. It's sin. Of course it's my
The
fault.
devil took over.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Well, you know what? It is the holidays. There will be some sadness. There will be some happiness. There will be some craziness. But there will be some memories. And I want to share a few memories of my daughter. We're just going to go through some pictures, and I hope that you laugh. I hope you smile. So many of y'all have sent me messages and said we loved her amazing smile, her amazing craziness. And I can tell you, one Friday morning, we were sitting right over there on the set. My daughter was late for the show, and her mama was sitting there. You weren't here then. But my crew could tell my face was turning blood red because we were about to go live. Angela wasn't here yet. But just as the commercial, which is 30 seconds that we lead into the opening, just as the commercial quit, the opening started, she slides in and sits down just prim and proper, just a smiling, and y'all thought she made it on time, or she slid in by the seat of her pants. She might have learned that from her mama. So today, in honor, we salute. I loved her beyond measure. She was my firstborn child, and we're going to share just a few fun photos of Angela. Dan Elliott. This is Bill Elliott's brother, and she loved him. This is her daughter and her college roommate. She loved her daughter beyond measure, and there we are. Angela thought parades were the greatest thing in the world. She thought everybody ought to have a parade every day. She said, is there not a reason for parade today? She loved life. She loved giving of herself. And to all of the people who said we enjoyed her time opening her home to us and bringing us Christmas cheer, that is such a great memory for me. And thank you all to reaching out, because it really does touch me. Because it is truly about what you do for others while you're here on this earth. The memories you leave, the memories you make, that's what we're going to talk about while you're gone. We're not going to talk about the craziness. We're going to talk about the fun things. And she was so much fun. She did some wild and stupid stuff, and every Monday when her driver beat mine on the racetrack, I had to choke down M&Ms that she left laying on my desk to remind me who her man's sponsor was. We loved life, and we loved spending time together. That was her last birthday at my house in Hill City, and it is what it is. You know, life is on, and would I bring her back from heaven? Absolutely not. Now, this is one of the live shows we did down in Jasper, and we had Barry Scott was there, Matt and Melton were there. We had great music, just a fun time, and it was so much fun getting out there with y'all. And as I watched the playbacks of all this, so many of y'all have gone to be with Jesus. Dwight, I don't know if you know it, but Jesus called a lot of people home.
Yeah.
Your mama wasn't the only one. There's a bunch of folks gone. And as I watched the playbacks of all these programs, I was like, man, oh man, this one's gone, that one's gone. Many whole families have passed away. So at your Christmas tables, there will be people missing, but don't forget the memories, and just laugh and have fun. The lady who filmed this at her school class that day just passed away 2 weeks ago. I mean, it's crazy how time just goes and goes and goes and goes. But there's that beautiful smile, those beautiful blue eyes, and yeah, she gave me a lot of reason to smile. She gave me a lot of reason to smile. Y'all can come back. Trace, you can come back to us now, please. And this holiday, I challenge each and every one of you, if you can't write a song, you can make somebody something in the oven. You can cook something to take it to somebody. If you can't cook, you can pick up the phone and call somebody. If you have a little extra time and you're running to the grocery store, call a neighbor and say, hey, I'm going to Walmart. Is there anything you need? Have you made a Walmart trip or two for Auntie?
Boy.
Yeah, boy. And it's about doing just those little things for other people. Now, Trace, will y'all have a big dinner at Grandma and Grandpa's?
Yeah, we usually do a get-together every Christmas. We have for the last, I don't know how many years, but we've done it for a really long time. We usually go to Babel and them's, yep.
And does she still cook? Who cooks? Does everybody kind of bring food?
I think everybody kind of does. I know Babel and Papa and them have a lot for a long time. I think they still do some, but yeah, they mostly do all the cooking, I think.
Yeah. And after they've been married 61 years, she deserves to just sit in a rocking chair and people tote the stuff into her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And I see this lettuce is sitting here in front of you. You're the salad man. You usually
Generally, that's what I eat.
I know it. Did you not want to eat that on live TV?
Yeah, well, and it's Christmas, you know.
That's right. So you're celebrating.
Splurged.
You're celebrating. Yeah. Yeah, it's so nice to be able to celebrate.
I got out the hard stuff today.
Yeah, a
Pepsi Cola.
Yeah. And I'm going to do my little squawking because I fuss. I like buying drinks, 3 for $10.99. That's what they were forever and ever and ever. Well, now they're 3 for $14.49, and that's just against my principles, you know. Just because they want to go up on the prices doesn't mean I want to pay that extra. But I laughed because they're still making major, huge profits. For Christmas, maybe they ought to give us a deal. What you reckon?
Oh, yeah.
I think they should. So I think all the drink companies should say, we're going to do a 3 12-pack for $10.99 like they used to be. Boy, if things were like they used to be.
I'm sure they're going to do that.
Yeah. If you're thinking like they used to be, we were talking about Champions Cafe before we went live on the air. And there's some old timers that watch us every day that will remember this. At Champions Cafe in Jasper, Georgia, you could walk in to order a plate and they'd say, do you want a whole plate or a half plate? And I remember it like it was yesterday, and I looked at my mama like, what? You could get a plate with a normal portion, I think it was 95 cents, and a half plate, 45 cents.
Where was the place?
It was right downtown, across the street from now what is the Carriage House, in a little building, and she had the greatest cooks in the world, and it was Miss Frances
when was
Champion.
This? When?
60s.
60s?
In the 60s,
Oh,
yes.
I was in Pumpkin Center.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd never, the farthest I'd been from, or farthest rather I'd been from Pumpkin Center at the time was Penland's.
There you go. Well, it was in the 60s, and I can remember it like it was yesterday. I mean, I can even see the little plates they served on. They had those little sectional things, you know. And one time I said, well, I'm not very hungry, I'll get a half plate. And I swear I couldn't tell a dime's worth of difference. They give you just about as much on a half plate as they gave you on a whole plate. But to Miss Frances Champion and all you amazing cooks who cooked for, when I think about the folks who helped my mama in the kitchen at her restaurant, there's so many amazing cooks who cooked for us for many years, and they've gone on to glory. But these new cooks that are coming along, all you got to do is get your granny's cookbook out and learn how to do what she did, and learn how to do like Miss Frances did, and what a blessing she was. What a blessing she was. There's going to be some blessings for y'all today, because as we end the program, we're going to go to Merry Christmas, Ellijay.
Yep.
You've told the story. People know that you were a young cop. You were on duty. You didn't have anybody to be there for you, and you chose to work.
Yeah.
And you did on Christmas Day.
So the ones that had their families could be home on Christmas Eve.
That's right. Can you remind people what the temperature was this year, last year at this time?
Well, it wasn't this very day, but yeah, I'm sure you remember it was -3 at my aunt's house last Christmas.
I remember that.
Woo!
Yeah, Lord,
That
have
makes me
mercy.
shiver.
That's wild.
That
Yeah.
makes me shiver. We don't want any of that today.
No.
I thought
we
29
don't.
was
No, we
bad.
don't.
I
No, we
know.
don't. Yeah.
You remember last year?
Sort of.
It was cold.
It was
Yeah, it was cold.
Yeah.
I for some reason, every year I feel like it gets colder.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, don't say that. Then they'll swear
Then,
it's the
yeah.
climate
Then
change.
it will,
we don't
yeah.
want to hear that, do we?
No.
We didn't have very much global warming last Christmas.
No, we did not. No, we did not.
We could have used some.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
Do you want to strum us into, as we say, Merry Christmas and goodbye to everybody for the year?
Yes,
we will
I
be
will.
back at the beginning of the year. We do have a little bit of a surprise. Did they tell you what we're doing?
What are we doing?
We're going to do from beginning at the first of the year, 9 a.m.
Yeah.
We're going to go 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. And there's a reason for my madness. I started at 11 a.m. because of another schedule I was working with. And I went up against The View, and I liked that because people said, well, thank goodness we get to watch something that makes some sense instead of watching them goofy women on The View, and I love that. But now, because of my other job and a commitment that I have beginning in the first of the year, I need to do it from 9 to 10 a.m. And I think it's going to be good because y'all can sit there with your coffee and we can hang out. You can keep on your pajamas. I will get dressed before I come to the studio.
Are you doing this
promise
so
y'all.
I'll have to get up earlier?
So you'll have to get up earlier.
She's doing it so we all can get up earlier.
What have I done to you?
I know it. And I have to say thank you for everything you have contributed to this program, because everybody stops me and says, we really love when he's on. He's funny, he's entertaining, and I say, and he's crazy.
I might be funny, folks, but looks ain't everything.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, seriously, I've enjoyed it. It's a pleasure. Thanks for having me.
It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun, and thank you for supporting us. And if you're looking for his Christmas CD, chase me down, and we have quite a, I can get you one, and they're $5 a piece, and I will have some available, and you can chase him down. He'll have some available, but we're going to leave you now.
You want me to pitch it over into it?
I do.
Okay,
I
just
do.
say when.
Go at it.
Now?
Do it.
I'll bet they're singing in heaven tonight, 'cause Jesus just called to find one home. It was Christmas time in my hometown in 1989. Kinfolk would be coming down, but none of whom were mine. So I told the captain, I'll just work a double, I believe, so the ones that have their families can be home on Christmas Eve. I'm a policeman in Georgia, and a young one, by the way. Silver bells, shotgun shells, and a 4-door Chevrolet. The weatherman says snow tonight, and no one should be out. Slim left word to park the cruiser and patrol in my old Scout. Barely just into the night, as the snow came falling down, dispatch come on with a call to the bridge just north of town. The call came from a payphone. They said they saw a light. As I approached, an old guitar was ringing through the night. There beneath the steel and stone, on a worn-out sleeping bag, an old man sat there all alone, humming one by Hag. The fire lit up his tired old face, his eyes shined in the light. He said, "Lieutenant, I guess I'm out of place, but I'll just be here for tonight." Dispatch come back on the air. "Is everything 10-4? I told him I'd be there a couple minutes more. I said that old Gibson's sounding fine. He said it's all that's left that I call mine. It's been with me since 1954. I had a loving family, but the Lord, He needed them more than me. New Year's Eve, 1967. It seems like only yesterday, but it was long ago and far away. I'm on the road, and they're all up in heaven. He said, "Anyway, I can't play like before. My fingers don't work good anymore. If you'll let me stay here just tonight, I'll be gone by morning light." I stood a block of wood up on its end, and he handed me his only friend. I sat down there by the fire, and I played that old man's heart's desire. As he lay back there on his sack, I played the one about the Cadillac, and I watched him as he drifted off to sleep. I put his old guitar to bed, chunked his fire, and in my head, a scene played out that I will always keep. Be careful how you treat them all. You never know when you might fall and need someone to show a little love. Or even in just what disguise, something opens up your eyes. Or when you'll have a visit from somewhere up above. 2 C's 10-8. Merry Christmas, LIJ.